the Podski with John Baker. For over 1 year, the revolutionary force in audio entertainment.
Today on the channel we have Solo Sikoa Elite 104, and this is a good one. I am really excited to get this figure. He looks fantastic, and he should go perfectly with some of the other figures we've done here on the podcast. So we've done the Usos 2-pack, and we have them posed up with a Roman Ultimate that we'll do here at the end. But, you know, we'll take a look here at the packaging. We'll get him unboxed, and then we'll pose him up and see how he looks from there. But really excited to get this Solo figure. I wasn't quite sure how to feel about Solo when he came up to the main roster, but he's a guy that has been on fire ever since. He is a huge catalyst in this Bloodline storyline. He's really grown on me, and I mean, he ultimately costed Cody Rhodes at the end of WrestleMania. So super excited to get this figure, and let's take a look at the box here. We got the glamour shot on the front here, and he's got some hands, he's got some ones. You can put up the ones. This is a first time in the line, so he is also in with the with that Rick Steiner that we've done here also on the channel. So you got the glamour shot on the back here. He was a NXT North American champion, and let's read what the back here says. The Street Champion relinquished his NXT North American Championship and joined his family as the enforcer of the Bloodline because they the ones. So, pretty good little set here. You also got a Drew McIntyre and AJ Styles, Braun Breaker to go with your Rick. So we've already done Rick here on the channel, so you can go over here and check him out as well. And let's do another spin around here. All right, so yeah, a typical Elite packaging. They are changing in the next set of Elites in 105. I think we might have one coming up for that as well, because I do believe I have a Scott Steiner coming. So we'll be able to pair up Steiner with the other. We'll be able to pair Scott with Rick, and we'll see how that looks, even though they're two completely different eras. But really good looking packaging here, and we'll get them unboxed and we'll do the review. All right, so Solo's breathing now. Let's take a deeper look into this figure here. He does come with 2 sets of hands. He's got 2 of the ones, so just your standard hand with the finger point. He's got the tape. The only thing I think I would really love that would be different about this figure is if the thumb was taped on the hand here. It's not, so that's a big drawback for this figure. It's not a deal breaker for me though. He does also come with gripping hands, so you can put any type of weapons in his hands if you want to, or if you want to pose him in a certain way, you can do that as well. But he does come with the Fists of Fury on his hands, and we'll keep the fists. We love the fists. You got it. They just look cleaner whenever you're displaying things. But he does come with this his head towel. Now the head towel is very, very detailed, and it is the plastic. So when you do see these, they're not always, you wish you had like actual fabric, but I mean, there are good enough details in there. So like you can see like the towel lines and everything. So it does look like a good towel, but I don't know if I'm going to pose him with the towel or not. He doesn't really seem to wear that as much anymore unless it's for a match. So I don't know, but let's take a look at the head scan here. The head scan looks pretty good. Really good. You can tell that's Solo. It's got the hair as well. You can see his tattoos, double jointed pinless elbows on this. So I know a lot of people are upset with this figure, and they have made revisions to a newer one that's going to be coming down the line, because this is a skinnier torso. So personally for me, that's not a deal breaker, because I'm going to be posing him with the shirt on, and he's going to go perfectly with the rest of the Bloodline. So he does have the deco here on the shorts, and he's got the Street Champ on the back, and you can see his other tattoos on the side here. These all look really good. I mean, the way that they scan these figures now, I mean, it's unreal. So but yeah, this is a really, really good looking figure. I'm really excited to get Solo, have the whole Bloodline now. So he is in his bare feet, and he does fit on a ringside collectible stand, so that is always good. So we'll get him post up here with the rest of the crew for the bloodline. That way we can do a little comparison. All right, so if you want to do a full pose down, here we go with the bloodline. You can see Solo in here. He matches perfectly well. If you want a further in-depth look at the Usos here, we did the Usos 2-pack on the channel. You can go check that out in the archives. We also had Roman. He was a part of the Usos one, so you're not going to get an individual breakdown of Roman, and that's just the Roman Ultimate Edition from last year. And so, I mean, he fits perfectly in here. Can't really get him doing the folding arms like he does when he comes out and stands. I mean, it's just the limitations of the Elites versus the Ultimates. So Roman is an Ultimate and the Usos are both Ultimates. But as you can see, he fits right in with your display. Should be no issues at all. And it's a perfect fit. It looks fantastic. There's literally no complaints here that I have with this figure. Other than maybe you wish you just had a little bit bigger of a torso, but you can get that in an upcoming Solo. So if you're holding out to get maybe the best one, I don't know if they'll do a Ultimate Edition Solo. I would imagine they might like later on, but maybe they will, maybe they won't. He would have to, I would assume if they're going to do that, he'd have to like actually win like a bigger title on the main roster. So, but we'll see. But keep checking out everything that we're doing here on the channel. We have a bunch of different figure reviews. We have Rick Steiner Elite 104. We have the Usos Ultimate Edition that you see here. We have Eddie Guerrero Ultimate Edition as well, and we got the Rock Target exclusive coming up too. That is the Rock Ultimate Edition, the Target exclusive one. So keep it here on the channel. Don't forget to subscribe and like and leave a comment if you're picking this one up. Let us know, and we will see you next time on the Podski.